What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I'll be like this video. This is your review for Games People Play Season 2, Episode 6. So, we start this episode off. We got Golden Goddess. She has run into a blast from her past, a guy by the name of Jason. Now, we saw her have a whole flashback scene when she first ran into him, of him, sexually assaulting her. And her first reaction is like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Because remember, she lives in this nice, gated community type world, security building. She ain't in a gated community. And he was like, I just wanted to come and talk to you. I just want to apologize. I was young, dumb, and, hopefully we can get past this. I saw you on Instagram, yada, yada, yada. And so she was like really freaking out. She got loud. She was calling for security to get him out of there. Now, what we find out later on in the episode is the reason why he is coming to, he's coming to find her and trying to make good and make amends is because he's actually running for public office. And so now, Miss Golden Goddess is going to have to make a decision about what it is that she's going to do. Now, we saw later on, we also saw in the episode where she was actually filming a scene for this great opportunity that she's gotten, and she couldn't get past it because it was like a kissing scene, and every time she got ready to kiss her co-star, she would have this, she would freeze up, and then she finally ended up having this whole meltdown on set. So we definitely see where this situation is affecting her, right? Now, Kareem is trying to get back in good because, Kareem got caught cheating, and, he's definitely trying to, get back in good with his fiance. And she seems to forgive him on the surface, but not really forgive him. You know what I'm saying? So, he still got a whole bunch of crawling to do. Now, Mr. King, he goes to he gets to the gym to go work out. And who is he working out right next to? His boss, a.k.a. Karuchi. And, they on the treadmill together competing with each other. They doing crunches competing with each other. They doing sit-ups competing with each other. And it's like this whole friendly, unspoken, situation. And then when they get done working out, they actually have a conversation, just a lighthearted, conversation about the competition, about working out and, that kind of thing. But there's definitely a flirtation there. Definitely a flirtation. That we have going on with that situation. Now, while all of this is going on, Leia is still, investigating the foundation. She is deep in it. And, Kendall is listen, maybe she said that when they took those pictures going back to last season with Jebediah at that little sex party, she said, what if that was a foundation party? And he was like, well, that would kind of make sense because, the way the whole situation went down. And he said, well, I have somebody that might be able to get us some information. And she was like, well, who? Well, he said, the guy that actually got me the information about the party that got us in, he might, know a little something, something. He said, but he might still be mad at me because I haven't talked to him since that whole party went down. And so she was like, well, reach out to him, see if he can tell you what's up. So they end up going out to lunch and, they flirty and everything. And he tells him, listen, I'm trying to get in where I fit in. Who you know and how you know these people that you can get in, into the industry parties and stuff like that. And so he was like, well, I might be able to introduce you to some people, and of course they got to flirting and, they decided they got to doing some other things. And so the next day he tells him, listen, I'll call my people, I'll call my people to get you in to the right places, doing the right things with the right people kind of thing. Now, while we got this going on, Leia is meeting back up with, her inside scoop, a.k.a. Cynthia, and she's telling her, listen, girl, all I can tell you is what I've told you. And she gives her a jump drive with some information. And, Cynthia ends up sneaking out the back door. She's, of course, paranoid as hell about the whole situation. And when Leia tries to go back and tries to research that information, Everything is gone. The page is gone. All of her, like her page is gone. Everything has been wiped clean. So, like, definitely looking like the foundation is onto them and, you know, is doing some housekeeping. Now, while this is going on, Marcus is having a photo shoot, right? And, you know, Bossy Boss is there overseeing the photo shoot, and they, you know, they flirting with each other with their eyes, and she's watching Marcus, and Marcus is looking all sexy, and he's doing these different wardrobe changes, and he looking all cute and delectable and everything. And baby, she has to excuse herself from the photo shoot because she getting so hot and bothered by the whole situation. So she ends up excusing herself from the photo shoot, and baby Marcus follows her in there. And he like, what's good? What's up? Why you leave, girl? Why you leave? And she was like, you know why I left? I had to get up out of there. You know why I left. You know what the deal is. And he was like, okay, for real, well, tell me. Tell me what the deal is. Tell me why you left, girl. And next thing you know, they was getting it in hot and heavy right there in the closet, child, right there, or in the wardrobe room situation, whatever. And they was getting it in. Now, this whole situation didn't go the direction I thought it was going to go in. You know, the next day, Marcus saw her at practice, and he tried, or after the game or whatever, and he's flirting with her, and he invited her back to the house, and she was like, nah, maybe I shouldn't. And I was thinking, oh, so this is going to be like a one and done, because she probably realized this is a bad situation, this is a bad idea. You know, I probably shouldn't be sleeping with my subordinate, who's technically still married to a woman who the police are looking for murder. This probably isn't the best situation for me to get into. But then later on that night, she shows up, and she was like, I changed my mind. And they gets it in again. He wakes up the next morning, and I was like, well, he can't possibly think that she's still there. Like, she woke up in the middle of the night and took her happy ass home. Just the opposite. Not only is she still there, but baby, she got on his robe, she got her laptop out, she is on her cell phone, and she is making deals, willing and dealing. She is working. She has set up shop. And so then he starts asking her about, well, are you going to be here when I get home? And she was like, well, I don't know about that. I got some things to do. I got some place to go, some people to see. And he was like, and she was like, well, what's going on with you? Like, why are you so tripping about this? Well, you know, the last time I went to practice and came back, you know, I came back to an empty house. So you cannot compare the little one night, 2 night stand that you done had with your boss to your marriage. Sir, I'm going to need you to chill out. I'm going to need you because, like, y'all playing house. Like, your wife clothes are still in the closet, sir. I'm going to need you to chill out. Like, that situation is moving way too fast for me. But anyway, so while this is going on, Miss Golden Goddess, she done opened up to Rome because she kind of ghosted him. And he was like, well, what's going on with you? And she, you know, told him about what happened, you know, and she kind of opened up to him, which of course brought them closer together, you know, and all that good stuff. Now, Kareem decides that the best way to get in good with his girlfriend, he decides that he's going to get a tattoo of his girlfriend's face on his arm. Marcus was getting a tattoo. He got the idea from that. I don't know why, but okay. So he goes back home thinking he done the damn thing. He shows her the tattoo, which actually makes it worse because she was like, that don't even look like me. First of all, ain't nobody tell you to go out and get no damn tattoo. Like, that was dumb. Second of all, you went out and got a tattoo, and it don't even look like me. So now you got this permanent thing on your arm that I don't even think is cute. Sir, go take several seats. Like, if you thought that was going to get you back in good, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Now, while all of this is going on, Kareem is still in the funk, trying to figure out how he can get back in good because he really loves his girl and realizes he screwed up, but he doesn't know how to get back in. And it's starting to affect his work because, you know, he's got this job, a great job opportunity, doing the commentary for the game, and he is just totally out of it. And, you know, his boy, who really wasn't all that crazy about him getting the job because it was like, hold up, I'm a solo man. You know, I'm a solo show. Like, I don't need no help. I don't need no co-worker. I don't need no sidekick. But he lets him know, listen, at the end of the day, whatever you have going on in your private life, you need to keep it out of your business because, you know, you won't let it affect your performance here. And then you ain't going to have no job and you ain't have to worry about no woman. Okay? Leia she finds the same little, like, I guess, dark web chat space of the foundation that not Marcus, but Eric had been in. And she ends up having a conversation with the same guy that Eric had a conversation with, the same white guy with the beard that he ended up meeting with and then, died. And so he, I'm sorry. And so he, she set up a schedule to meet up with him. And we know how that ended for Eric. So we're going to wait and see how that ends, how that ends up with her, okay? Now, while all this is going on, Kareem, girl, she gets some advice from the other basketball wife that she done made, she done got cool with. And she done gave her a little bit of the tricks of the trade and gave her, you need to test him. You need to make sure that he's serious about what he's trying to say. And so she ends up taking her to like a little swap party, back in the day where they would put the keys in the bowl, you pull the keys out, and that's who you went home with. So she ended up with one dude, and Kareem ended up with somebody else, and she is in the other room screaming and hollering like she's having the best sex of her life, child, okay? And Kareem does not know what to do with himself. He is on the other side of that wall, and he is just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And he ends up getting up and walking away. Like, he had a pass to sleep with this chick, but he can't deal with the fact, men can't take it when the shoe is on the other foot. And he couldn't deal with the fact of thinking about her with another man, and he just couldn't handle it, okay? So I guess they gonna be all right, child. And last but not least, we got this poker game with the fellas. And Kareem and Rome with this showdown. They don't like each other, child. And they having this whole showdown. And he just know he got Kareem. And they keep, back and forth. And he goes all in on Kareem. And not Kareem. I'm sorry, Marcus. And Marcus he calls and he raises his card. So he ends up putting his keys in the pot. Baby, he thought he had Marcus beat because he had a straight. Marcus had a full house, honey, and took the pot and his car. Okay? I said, oh Lord, that's just going to intensify this beef because that man he just won that man's car. I said, damn. Anyway, so that's what it is, y'all. That was this episode. I know that these are late coming, but we're going to get through it, okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Drop it in the comments. Peace.